Well, hello again from Belly Acres. This is Les, and we're here taking a look at this fine Favoto Flow. This here is a pretty cool bike, and as I mentioned before, I was going to go over and talk about these fine foldable pedals. Here it is, right here is the foldable pedal. You can twist them and turn them, nothing happens. It moves around, it's a good safety feature, which is pretty nice. You take and hold back here with your hand and push it in, and then it flips up. As you can see here, these little ears right here will go inside of the pedal. So you can just flip it up here. It's back into place. This is a safety feature, so you can pedal this guy and it's not going to fold up on you while you're pedaling. So you just push in, and you can push down too, or flip it down. But it's there, so then now you can sit on it if you're inside the store, and then you'll be able to take and move it back and forth with your feet, which would be pretty nice. You just walk it along with your bike and take a look at everything that's around you and see what's going on. As you can see over there, the pedal is off. It's still in the box. We'll show you how that goes on later. And up here on the handlebars, you'll see here's a phone holder. I have it out wide for my iPhone that goes in there. And the bike is off. Here's the display, and here's the ignition key, which is on there. And of course, as you can see by the display that the key is turned off. And here's the twist throttle. It's a full twist throttle. So it's kind of handy, so you can just kind of sit there and go right along and accelerate and move yourself on the speeds. So if I get up there and sit on the bike, I'll go over the speeds. As you can see here, right there is speed 1, 2, and 3. And 1 is nice and slow for when you're walking around, moving around inside the stores, you're shopping and looking and want to look at things. You just put along and slow. And you can modulate your speed very easily with this throttle. I have checked it out, and it works really quite well. You can go from slow to fast. And there is no speedometer on this. But in this here, you can put your phone. If you really want to have a speedometer, just put your phone in here with the GPS stuff with the speed on it, and it'll show you what speed you're going along. But back here on other bikes, it's called the pass 1, 2, and 3. You just, in pass 1 or speed 1, it goes nice and slow, as I said before. 2 is a little bit faster. 3 is basically when you're going around the campsite or you got lots of wide open spaces, you can kick her right up to speed. I'm not sure exactly what that will be because I haven't checked it out. On the website, it says 18 miles an hour, but I'm kind of thinking that's really not safe or comfortable. I'm going to slide off the back of the bike here. As you can see, it's fairly easy to get up and off and on. And the seat's nice and wide and cushy. So you can just push her in. And as we showed you before on the other video, you just grab it right here and take your index finger, and you can feel the handle to lift up on the handle, and then you can move the seat up. And looky here, here's the battery. I showed you that stuff before, but when you want to disconnect the battery, you pull this out, and then you take and push in with the key and open up to lift the battery out. That's what I showed you in the last one. And here, right here, is for the charging port. And actually, you could charge the battery on or off the bike. And you can leave it plugged in to charge it. I just turn the key off because the battery has an on. Here's the on position. And there's the off position. On position and the off position. You plug your battery charger into here, the end of it, and the other end, of course, after You have plugged it into the wall. So then there's your charging port for your battery right there. And this frame here is nice sturdy frame. And look at this. We talked about this before. Here's the grab handle for the people sitting on this back seat. They can hold on to this grab handle. And here are where you're going to put on the footrests for the person riding on the back. All right, who's going to be riding on the back of this? I don't know. But, maybe you want to take your grandkids for a ride, whatever. And here are the plastic covers for the axle nut. And there is the adjustable kickstand. And it's holding up pretty well. Yeah, and here is the other side of the back swing arm. And right down here is the pivot point for that swing arm. It's right behind the axle, behind the crank for the crank arm. You go on down there and you'll see it's there. And of course, here's those shock absorbers for the back. There's one on this side, one on this side that's just like this one. And they are not adjustable. For me, I'm 230 pounds, so it's fine for me. You may want to upgrade to an adjustable shock so you can adjust them in the back if you're a lighter rider. And here are the mechanical disc brakes. The great thing about mechanical is you could just take this, chuck it in the back of your, fold it up, chuck it in the back of your car. It doesn't matter what position it's in. The fluid is not going to leak out. There is no fluid to leak out. All there are is these brake cables. And brake cables are going to pretty limited chance for those to break. Or a hydraulic line might. It might break. The hubs are the rims. And hubs are steel. So they're not magnesium or anything like that. It's a tubeless tire here on the back and on the front. As you can see, here are the fenders, which are plastic. But on the front and back has this bit here that comes out. That is an extra splash guard. So you can see here's the one on the front, the extra splash guard. So you can see that, hey, that's going to keep you a little bit cleaner as you're going down the road or through the campsite or the trailer or whatever. And the discs. You can see the discs are fairly thick. The disc is fairly thick. It's not cheap, cheesy kind that's going to fold up on you, bend on you real easily. You can just put this in the back of the car, and when it's folded up, those are protected. See, here's the one on the front. When it folds around, it's going to be right there protecting it. So that's really cool. While we're talking about the folding features, I'll get up here and show you. Looky here, here's the device for folding it up. And the nice thing is, this here can be undone and down. And they have a safety feature built in, so it will not flop down on you if this happens to come loose on you on the trail. Another fine safety feature. It's a good safety feature. You got to push over on this. As you can see, you push on this sideways and it unlocks it. Then you can fold it down. Carefully lower down. As you can see, here's the mechanism. And see, there's the hole that this bolt here thing on the side goes into. So look at that. Nice safety feature for folding up, folding and unfolding. And we come around over here to this side. And a note, this is a steel frame. And it has good paint on it. I'm guessing it might be powder coated. It doesn't seem to scratch or whatever. And they have the same goofy, nice safety feature here on this one, you can unlatch this, but the bike will not come unfolded on you while you're going down the road. Same thing. You have to lift up on this here, then it moves sideways for folding up. And fold it back in. You have to lift up on it to latch it in there. On the front one has a graduated thing part on it right here. Let's see, here we go. There it is right there. You can see how it's kind of an angle like a door. You can push it on there and it locks into place without you having to do anything special for putting it back together. And flip this guy up and press that down just for nice safety features. The other safety feature is you can turn this on. And as you can see, there's no juice to it because the battery has a key. And I'm just going to leave these keys in the bike. They're back far enough to where you won't hit it with your leg and bend it over or anything like that. So I'm just going to leave them on the bike here. It's off now. Click, it's on. And to ride the bike, you can change that with the seat up or the seat down. Now when you click this on, see there's the display. And like I said, the display does not show mileage or anything like that. It just shows is these light bars for the rear battery. My mom's scooter, the e-carts, they don't have a speedometer on them either. All they have is an indicator showing you your battery level, which is cool. Like I said before, if you want a speedometer, put your phone here in this phone holder and use your GPS feature and you'll have a true GPS speed limit on there. And of course that pretty much well covers the bike. Oh, and if you want to, you can undo the seat flipper, kick it back in here, and look at this. I can just go down here with my one knee, and I can go along nice and slow. I'm using the throttle. Not backwards though, but forwards. You just put your leg on here, and you're good for riding along in the stores, for looking at this, that, and the other thing. But that's while the power's on. So for the power on, you have to have this ignition key. And yeah, I'm going to leave it in there, because it just works fine. And this battery one, it has the off feature. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. I'm not really sure if a person needs to leave it off while the light's there. And I showed you this charging port before. And over here in this box of goodies, we kind of went over this before, is the user's manual. It's kind of very basic. It only has, it's more a pamphlet. There's just a few pages there. And of course inside the box is the charger. And this charger is mighty important. Here are the directions on how to use your charger. I believe it tells you plug it into the bike, into the battery, and all your connections are secure, and then you plug it into the wall outlet, and the light on it will light up red that it's connected. And here is the charger. It is get it over here where you can see it, a 2-amp charger. And it's set up for the American market. Here is the part that goes into your battery. That is connected to the charger at all times. And this guy here, as you can see, it has for American stuff. US 110. That plugs into the wall, and this plugs into the back of your charger into that port right there. And then you can charge your battery up. And inside here we had pedals, but as I showed you before, this is the right pedal. There's an R on it, and the other one's L, has an L on for the left side. The threads are reversed, but you'll always thread on your pedals towards the front of the bike, which is towards where the wheel is. But you can take here, and if I have the strength to do it, and I can't quite do it with one. There we go. Showed you before, it's folded up. So we can unfold it basically. Oh boy. It's not really. There we go. Takes a little bit of force to unfold them. But we'll go over here and show you how easy it is to put these guys in here. This is the right one. There's a big R on it. And of course on here is an R. So you match the R to the R, which is right to right. And you know this one goes righty-tighty towards the front of the bike. And it's really important to start these by hand because these crank arms are usually aluminum and it's soft material. So you just thread that on there all the way. I kind of do it by hand. And then when it gets up to this point, you get over and grab a 15mm wrench. Then you can tighten them down. And there we go. We're tightened down. Go. And the footrests are here in the box. You know, they just go on the side. And as you can see here, here's a hole. There's kind of a little slots. So you can adjust them back and forth. Put them on there, but there's two of them because on the side of the bike there's two. And here's the tool that came with the bike. All the stuff is there. And you can see it even has the Allen keys are all there. And surprise, surprise, this has some sockets, or 3 sockets, an 8mm, a 9mm, and 10mm. And here are the sockets right there. Look at that. And you can take them out of the holder and use this guy right here. It is 1/4 inch drive myself. There is no detent on here. Here is that tool we were talking about that I showed you a bit earlier. They're on the side, or the what measurements and stuff there are. And here are the sockets. And here is the post. It's a 1/4 inch drive, which, you know, works fine. There is a Phillips head and a straight screwdriver on this as well too. But like I said, this is 1/4 inch drive, but there is no detent on it. So the sockets could fall off. And I mentioned using a 1/4 inch ratchet, which I happen to have right here. This is not part of the kit. It didn't come in the kit. This is just something that I had. They work pretty good. It works mighty fine for those sockets. And this wrench that I used earlier, a 15mm, it's not in the kit either. But here it is. Something that extra that you'll probably need to have on hand, or you can get in there. Well, compressor wrench will be a little bit too wide. Here's the charger and stuff. Again, it's 2 amp, and the end piece of it here, of course, is metal and plugs into the battery on the side, and that's right over here. We'll get back to the bike here, and of course you can just flip that up, and there is the port. If you get dust in here, just blow it out. Keep that on there, keep it dry. We're going to turn the battery on, and then turn on the ignition key up here, and you'll see the display here. It lights up. There's the battery, the SDLs, and you can see here's a button with the headlight symbol on it. You click it, and the headlight comes on. As you see, it's bright enough you'll find your way to the Johnny house. That's fine at night. Press the button again, it goes off. The bottom button down here, that's the horn. Over here, we have the travel bag that came with it. It has nice handles on it, that you can pick it up and move it around here, and that works out fine. There's the chainsaws and stuff that I have that I've reviewed those two. It's on there, and of course over here is the ATV, the four-wheeler. If you want to see some stuff about that, just make comments. And over there are the other e-bikes and the other stuff, the other toys that are around but they're for their purpose. And this bike here has its purpose. This side hill over here, I went up and down just fine with the e-bike. It just, I throttled and or pedaled. I did both ways. But that one over there is a bit on the steep side. It is a single speed bike. So anything that's real steep, you're just not going to make it up it. But it's lightweight. You can pick it up and carry it around. Here's back to the bike. And we're here on Bellyacre saying goodbye. Y'all have a good time, and we'll chat at you later on. And if you like this video, press the like button. Smash that like button. And subscribe if you want to see future content. It all costs nothing. To subscribe is free. To like the videos is free. Let me know in comments what you like and what else you want to see. We'll have some more about this bike and the fun stuff of bringing it out of the back of the car to show different e-cart type mobility stuff we can use with it. There's that four-wheeler over there. If you want to see it, I mentioned that earlier. Just say so in the comments and we'll do some reviewing on it. It's just a fun toy that I have around here. This is Les from Bellyacre saying goodbye. Y'all have a good day now. Bye-bye.